How you going? I've got this piece here. I traced this off of a stencil. It's just after kind of a little bit of neatness to follow. I know my burning's not going to turn out to be neat afterwards, but it started off that way. Right? Oh shit! All right, so I've taped this down. See a bit of red tape there. Taped it down to the bed of the lathe. So this probably so my fat belly doesn't, if I push up against it, getting into things, have a tendency of making them go down there. So, tape it down. Anything you see on any drawings or anything you see on here is just Amber had it previously. I've acquired it. And what I want to do is I want to have put this on make an A-frame, just get a couple of hinges and have a piece cut out here and have a box on the back, and so I can slide my tablet in there so no one can actually grab it as such, but so they can watch videos like just the making of stuff or just one of my lives or just something like that anyway. So I'll try and put it on some legs at a reasonable height. Let's see how we go. So I'm just going to burn that, or burn some of this today. I don't know if I'll get it all done or not. And then after that, if I get all that done today, then I want to sand it down a bit so I can try and get most of this off. And I think there was meant to be a scorpion or something there, but yeah, so there we go. Got Amber in the background doing stuff. See, this tip's not touching at all, but I've twisted it so that I could kind of get a point like that, pointing down. I haven't tested it out yet. Not really that bothered about the messiness of it. Just a matter of trying to get those lines because of the grain in the ply too. It's a bit tricky if you push down too hard. And I'll just fill this in. Yeah. What? 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 No, I just did it as a shit stir. Amber just reminded herself and me of what she needed, and she said, something to plug your ears up, or headphones, sound deadening ones or whatever. Just pretended I couldn't hear her, so I made her repeat it a couple of times until she got what I was doing. See if I can maybe hold it up for now. I was going to see if I could join them up. But bonky badonky there. Oh, terrible Muriel.
That's ruining my hearing.
What?
It's ruining my hearing. Are you testing me?
Maybe?
Oh, they've had good discounts going now that I've pulled down. I hate the middle pot so much.
What one was that?
Pepper.
Oh, yeah.
After I pulled the, like, one of the crayons.
Yeah.
Just went, poof, and pushed out all through the pot. Pretty cool. It's definitely going to try worth buying something. Anyway.
How you going, Chris? Getting up for work this time, eh?
Were you talking to me?
Nah.
Jigsaw. They like my noisy tools.
Bugger 'em. They've been a lot noisier than us.
Oh, no. I don't know how you can play with all that noise.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I don't know if you can read that or not, but it says cut out. Let's cut out this bit here.
everything up and I didn't even know I needed it all again.
You're welcome. Yep, that's the grain along here is going that way, and it's rather tricky to burn sometimes.
I'm having a mental blank.
What you have to do?
What are those names of those, those leg things that you can work tall leg things and you can put a piece across them?
You know,
Workhorse.
Yeah.
Is that what they're called?
Yes.
Okay, I'll put that on my wish list.
Jeez, I'm glad she knew what she was on about. I'm not buying them, I'm going to make them bloody things.
I haven't put $1 million on there yet.
Okay. Blame the wood for that squeakiness, so it's not me. Promise. No. Probably is.
They found me! He didn't hide me very well.
They've seen my flag waving over here.
I'm a bit bored.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, well, I still have to sand the edges and then I've got to varnish it. But been a busy little beaver the last 2 days. I think, whoa, hold up.
Who are you?
Yeah, exactly, right. I'll come to annoy you.
Okay. You can annoy them on the camera there if you like.
Hello, people.
Oh, it's actually decent for the camera today.
Yeah, I got pants on today.
So the tip looks like it's touching it. It's
I know,
actually
I looked and like, what?
not. Look, it's not touching people, so alright.
Oh, look how hot that looks.
Okay, it's not touching.
Oh, now they're just making noise. That's right, that's it.
That's it.
You make noise, I'll make just as much. No, I'm joking. Like I said, I just want to say that over rock and varnish. That one piece of blue. Katie's candle holders are done.
Yeah.
And yes, I just need to drill some screws. That sounds funny.
Drill some screws.
Drill some screws, yeah. Into the back of that other dark wall scone that I made.
Can you eat it?
Scone? No, not these ones.
Darn it. I like scones.
Yeah, but your belly doesn't.
You like that? Yeah, wicked. Jeez, dude. Get out of my shed if you're just going to be a pain in the arse. So, seriously.
Where's Robbo?
Because he's got visitors.
Oh.
They're not in lockdown, you see, so they're free to wander.
Okay. Right, he's happy.
Yeah.
Is this the one that's giving you grief?
Oh, only because it was square.
Oh, okay. I I reckon I've got a log of this in my wood pile, you know.
No, you don't.
It looks very similar.
I'm just telling you don't. Because the only pieces I've got are down there.
Why don't you get rid of those papers and put wood in there? There's plenty of wood down the side of the
Because
house.
the woods, the papers are heavier.
The wood would be neater.
Oh, okay. Would you rather the grinding table fell on me?
No.
No? Just get the Dremel out after and I'll define where the I ends and the N starts.
Oh.
That's fine. That's no biggies. Nothing
Put a
Dremel.
dot on top or
Dude.
something.
Nothing Dremel won't fix, alright?
Or when you
Take the
sand
mouse off that so I can see it, please.
or when you sand it. That's really cool. You have such a steady hand. Are they
Oh.
chipping up that tree that came down?
No.
If they had their way, yeah.
Yeah. No tree yet. They haven't got back to us.
The noises you can hear are probably me and our neighbour.
Having a sound off. No sanding to put you to sleep, sorry.
Didn't my sanding do the job?
No.
I've given anyone
Sorry,
anything
mate.
trying to sleep. Okay, I guess I better go. Bye. I'll be back later and get more bored.
Uh-oh. Chris says hello. Oh, you said his name, Amber. You're in trouble now.
Robbo.
Yeah.
Hello, Robbo.
Play it again.
Hello, Robbo. Hi, Bailey.
Chris.
Hello. I've still got some visitors here, so
Oh, how rude of you.
we're out in the shed welding up a new centre steady.
Okay. They haven't got visitors. They want something. Damn, that was loud.
All right, now I can actually hear you properly. I was on the speakers out of the bloody computer and I couldn't hear a thing.
Yep, makes it a bit hard sometimes with your hearing aids, I would assume.
Yeah. Have you forgotten the I in there or not?
No, I've got it there, but I've got to get the Dremel out and define where the I ends and the N starts.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Got a
G'day,
bit carried
Chris. How
away.
are you? And hello, Amber, in the background.
She's gone. Can't you hear the sander?
Jeez, this post is a bit of a bastard. Anyway, all right, I'll continue on with what I'm doing. And I must apologise. Sometimes what happens when there's a question comes in, I don't hear you properly because the only problem with these headset is because I can hear everything else that's going on around me as well.
Oh, likely story. Blame the headset. No, it's all right. You're good. Relax.
All right. Then I'll tell you the bloody truth. I'm just ignoring you.
That's better.
I
Chris
better go and turn Roy Orbison off, or you'll
yes.
get lumbered.
Yep.
All right. So I'm working away out of the way at the moment.
All right. Sony Records, most probably owns that one too. I don't know how many times I could get a copyright infringement without getting penalised.
Yeah.
It's only Facebook though. YouTube doesn't care.
I think YouTube does actually, doesn't it?
No, it's only Facebook. Sony Records on Facebook are the only ones that pull me up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I must admit, Chris, I agree with you that he's got a steady hand. I wish I had as steady a hand as that while I'm doing that sort of thing.
It looks good on camera. Don't be here in person though. You won't think I've got a steady hand.
No, when I'm holding a chisel, yes, I'm fairly steady, but geez, if I got to draw something or anything, I've had it.
Yep. Yeah, as long as I can rest my palm on something, I'm normally pretty good. Lift it
Yeah,
up.
I've got a friend that used to be a sign writer.
Yeah.
And oh man, he used to do all that, the fine lining and things on motorbikes and stuff like that.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And trucks.
Yeah.
And his hands would have to be the steadiest hands I've ever seen.
Yep. I wouldn't attempt that. That's for damn sure.
I'm a bit cheesed off that he's retired actually, because I must admit, as much as the computer generated signs and everything look good these days, they're still not as good in my opinion, or aesthetically looking as hand done ones.
Yeah, they just have that little bit of custom to them.
Yeah. A little bit of class.
Yep. And like this wire here, on most views it looks like it's touching, but it's actually not. It's just the way I've twisted it.
Yeah.
So that I could get that kind of point out of it.
Bloody good pyrographer, that, isn't it?
Yeah, bloody oath it is.
He steals it from me.
I don't blame him. I would too. Bailey said, I see the pencil now. I thought it was freehand. God, he ain't that. He's not that clever, Chris.
I do my trees freehand, but not words. Whenever you're ready.
I made these. You can't even see them.
No, it comes down there, dude.
I made these for my niece for Christmas.
Camera illiterate.
Yep. I don't do technology. Oh yeah, I done it with my old soldering iron pen one. And I'm gonna put some candle in there.
What are you yelling for?
Sorry, I've been standing. I can't hear. I'm gonna put some make my own little candle in there for her. And they come from the same piece, and they kind of join as well.
Kind of do, but kind of don't.
Yeah.
The only reason she used the other burner is because she can push down deep into that one where you bend the wire on this, obviously, by doing that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm going to ask you a bit of a tricky question. You may not know the answer, but I'm kind of banking on you do, so I don't have to measure it. What's the maximum diameter that steady rest can hold?
4 and just a little bit over 4 inches, I think.
Okay. Thanks. Someone asked online, that's all.
Yeah, I think the outside diameter is 8 inches, but you've got to take virtually 2 inch off for each roller, so that reduces it down to about 4 inches, maybe just a little bit over, but
Yep.
the best way of finding out is to get a piece of timber about 5 inches in diameter and turn a taper down to 3 inches on it, and then slide the steady up until it contacts, and then you'll find out exactly with the wheels right back.
Yep.
I know it doesn't go out to 400 like mine do.
Squeaky ply.
Yeah,
This is red ply, this stuff. Terrible to burn on.
sorry, what was that?
This is red ply.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, isn't it?
Yeah.
What was it, Amber?
It's just ply.
Oh, okay. It's just normal
Just
stuff.
premium
Okay.
ply.
Premium. Just didn't get the red stuff last time. That was horrible to burn on.
It was
Really
horrible
bad.
to burn, and you cut it, and it just chips.
Yeah, it's terrible stuff. Right. Are you bored again?
Well, everything's gluing or drying.
Fair enough. You can sand this if you want.
I never said I wanted to do anything. What am I sanding?
Darn it, it's worth a try. It's alright.
But
I can do it. It's
just
fine.
get my sander and zins on. Trust me, it will work better.
No. I don't want to. I suppose I could.
Yeah. I've got the 120 that will work nice and it won't scratch it off.
I got it.
Okay.
Alright. I'm going to mute it in a second. I'm going to use Amber's, that noisy sander you can hear. I'm going to use it half a foot away from the camera, so I think I might just mute it.
Robbo, you're going to love my shed. It smells like varnish.
It's amazing how the sanders pick up, or how power tools pick up different noises, and
Yes.
or the computers pick up the noises better as the tools than your voice, you know.
Yep. No, you can hear every time you hit a knot on that wood, you can hear it perfectly.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's got, like I say, it's got more knots in it than a scout camp.
All right, I'm going to mute myself now.
All right. Oh, come on, move down a little bit. Yeah, it's a pity you didn't put a bigger space between the I and the N, isn't it? Yeah, one of our local lads, Lee Horizon, as usual.
Well, on a little bike or something.
Sorry?
On a like a bike or something. Motorbike. Motorbike or something, laying around.
Yeah, sorry, you're echoing a little bit for some reason.
Is that any better?
Yeah, it's probably my ears. Don't worry about it.
I actually I moved the microphone a little bit closer to the speakers than they normally are.
Yeah, it's like how can I describe it? It's like you're a long way away from the microphone. It's getting a bit of reverb in it.
Yeah. I've moved my speakers, but I will mute myself and see if that comes or whatever the looping feedback is. We'll see what it's like.
Like I say, it's probably my ears. Yeah, that looks a bit better anyway, Joe. All right. Cup of tea time in the ranch. I can still hear you, so.
I think my Dremel motor has died. It's going up in speeds without me turning it up in speeds.
Yeah.
That's had a
Oh,
good
they're
throw.
Geez, they're out today. The idiots, I mean.
Oh yeah.
I have a question for all of them.
The Hoons.
For all of them.
Huh?
About making the hole in the back. How do I go about making the hole thing in the back here to hang them?
Drill.
Yes.
And then a smaller drill above that, but you're going to kind of go up.
Okay.
Yeah.
This one needs screws in it anyway. And I need to add to the list nails, wooden nails.
Wooden nails.
Yeah. Nails for wood.
I
Not
know what you mean.
I know
The way you set it.
because the pieces I'm making, I'm going to be lazy and just put nails instead of screws.
Yeah.
I don't even know what I'm making. I need some more polish. I don't think it's polished yet. It's going to be keyring holder. You put the like little hooks here, and then there's a little shelf to put pretty things on top.
Okay.
Okay, I can't see it. Huh?
So,
Yeah.
can I go back to what I was doing now?
Yes.
What did you have for lunch today, Jay?
What was that?
What did you have for lunch today?
Noodles.
Oh, I had spag bowl, spaghetti bolognese.
Oh, get out of here. Go on. Kick you up the butt for that.
Oh well, I'm batching today. Julie's gone with her brother and sister-in-law to see a show
Oh, yeah.
in the city. So
Yep.
of course they did the yuppie thing and ate out at a restaurant. And
Ooh, la-di-da.
oh yeah, hmm
What did they go on to see?
they've gone to see a live show, Matador. It's called. It's a dance show, and
Okay.
normally I would have gone, but I don't like sitting in cramped places anymore or anything like that, just in case something happens.
Yep. You get too fidgety?
No, I actually, I think it's probably anxiety more than anything else. My pulse and everything goes up, and Julie reckons I start breathing heavier than normal. I
Thinking
just
about
feel like, it's been like that for years. I've just felt trapped in the theatre, you know.
Yep. Yep.
But since all my other thingos, it seems to be worse these days.
That is really noisy when you don't use it.
When you're not, well, yeah, when you're down the other end of it.
Yes.
Yeah, I know, right?
Not so much because I'm around that all the time.
Yeah. They're coming to get you. They found you.
They found me before, but I'm
No,
Scary.
somebody's having a bad weekend. That's an ambulance.
yeah, they put me in the asylum.
Better you saying that than me, I suppose.
Well, the bit of wood was cracked, so I chopped it and look what I got. Do you need these for anything?
Leave them down there.
Oh, there you go. Itty bitty
Yeah, leaves.
finials.
No,
Hey, come on.
no,
Minute left.
no.
You
No.
heard it first on the live.
Go away. You're pain in the royal rectum today, I do.
I am getting stuffed on it, hey?
The wrong stuff. Some people. I'll be back in a second. Just got to drop inside.
Sorry, what's that?
I was going to go inside for a sec.
Okay.
Did you drink taste like polish? Yeah. Hello. I apologise, but I cannot pronounce that name.
Yeah. Russian.
Okay.
I can't either.
I was gonna copy and paste it into Google, but I can't. It just wants me that I can just put it on the screen. How you going, Sarge?
Right, Sarge?
Something like that, I reckon. What's that, 200? Right. Yeah.
Plus, I plant for the Indians, so.
Are they? Who's those ones?
Nope.
Where's the G plants? Right there.
Nope.
Alright. You got options?
Nope, I like my.
Alright. Yep. Okay.
Yeah, I'm going inside.
Take that with you, please.
Sure, goodbye.
All right, let's see how that goes now.
Maybe that's the age he wishes he was. Chris. Sorry, Sarge. I didn't mean that as being nasty or anything.
That's better.
Yep, lot smoother.
Now I'll just round out a part down a bit further, and then I can move the steady down a bit. Into somewhere that hasn't quite got so many knots.
When Chris asked what the 32 was for, I said it's probably your age, the age you want to be. Sarge.
Right.
How you going, Cade?
Hey, pretty good. How are you guys doing?
Good, thank you.
Nice. Robo's
Okay.
doing something huge. Hey, Robo, how's it going?
If I wasn't doing these bloody things, I'd be feeling a lot better, I tell you.
Yeah, I bet. How long's that log or post?
Yeah. It's 3 meters long, this one. But
Oh, wow.
it's got more knots than a scout camp. And it's got cracks and you name it, it's got it.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Oh, it is.
Cool.
What have you been
Doing a
up to?
replica? Doing a replica or a recreation of an old post?
Yeah, the old post is behind it there. That's the green one.
Yeah.
And they're replacing all the posts, but he supplied the timber, and it's as dry as a chip because it's been cut for 30 years old and 30 years,
Oh, yeah.
and it's just the timber I don't like working with for this sort of job. It's Cypress macrocarpa, which tends to crack and chip and do all sorts of weird and wonderful things.
Oh,
It's one of the few timbers where you've actually sometimes got to take into consideration grain
yeah.
when you're cutting it, which doesn't appeal to me much. Maybe I'm just getting old and cranky.
Oh, I hear baby woke up. He's screaming, so he's cranky.
Well, you got a grumpy old bugger and a grumpy young one as well. So there you go.
Yeah, they come in all ages. Well, it's dark in here today. Usually I have better light. We'll stick the camera on the other thing here. Yeah, to your question, Jay, yeah, I've just been keeping busy with orders, commissions, couple demos here and there.
Oh, yeah. Online or at clubs?
They've all been online. No in-person ones yet, so it's all been online so far. A couple local ones, but still online.
Yep.
So
Cool.
people are still nervous about meeting in this whole
Yeah.
part.
Yeah, I was quite surprised at that market that we attended. that we're a part of last weekend. That no one had, bugger all people had masks on, and there was only one bottle of sanitizer. But you could walk in from anywhere in the park. You didn't have to just walk in that one spot. You could come in from anywhere. So
Oh,
they were very relaxed about it, to be honest.
well, that's different.
There's another one that I've signed up with too, and you've got to wear your mask all the time and stuff like that, which is kind of what I expected from all of them.
Yeah, all the ones
Yeah,
here you have to wear masks and stuff, and they're outside. I usually feel out the crowd or whatnot, but
Yeah.
I'd rather wear one than not, because then some people are just too timid or scared to come close to your booth.
Yes.
So
Yep. Yeah,
Your figures are going up too, aren't they, at the moment, Jay?
yeah, they are a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not in the northern suburbs though, but in mainly in the southern and eastern suburbs at the moment. I'm in the
Yeah,
northern suburbs.
They had the TV on while I was in the doctor's thing
Yeah.
yesterday, and just happened to have it on the news, so I was watching it.
Yeah, a couple of them were were infected. Were from a Melbourne to Adelaide flight, and just a couple of
Yeah, blame us again.
a small plane.
It's just easier that way, Robbo.
Yeah.
No, it's just that was the only flight that had come in for the 24-hour period or something. I'm not too sure, but
Well, Sydney's copped it because they've had a hot flight in from, wasn't South Africa, it was somewhere else where it was pretty rife, and 18 of the passengers had it.
Yep.
Wow. Yeah, our numbers are going up here too.
Yeah.
Omicron or whatever they call it.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds like a transformer.
Yeah, that's what somebody said.
Sounds like a Decepticon.
Yeah. How you going, Sid? I wore one. If someone come up to my stall and they were wearing a mask, I put one on. But if they weren't, then I didn't.
Yeah.
But it all comes down to the
Hey, Sid. Now I know why you weren't on, Sid. You had to work so that your missus could go out and play at the casino and go and spend money.
Oh. Sounds fun.
Oh, yeah. Lady of leisure for the last couple of days she's been.
Did she win?
Who knows? No.
Win big.
Doesn't matter if she won. Is I think the fact that she got to leave, come to Adelaide and party without the hubby for a little bit, you know.
Oh yeah.
And then Sid cut his beard off in protest.
Oh, did he?
Oh, he did.
Oh, he's trimmed it back. Yeah. He's actually starting to look like a human being.
He doesn't come onto my lives anymore, so I couldn't tell you. Eh?
No, it was on Facebook.
Yeah, I saw the picture on Facebook too.
Oh, I get that many posts. I miss half of them.
Looking pretty good. Little young buck.
I most probably skipped past it and didn't even recognise him, to be honest.
No.
Oh, don't worry, I saw that too, Sid. So, wonder what mixed bag you're going to get at Christmas time.
That's great.
Sid said she went to Mountain River Timber too, getting Christmas presents.
Oh, whatever. Stop it, all right?
Nice. Yeah, I gotta put a list together for all my family for Christmas gifts. Not sure what I want. Well, I mean, any tool will do. Any tools. You can never have enough tools.
You should just say, well, go and have a look at my tools and pick one that you want to buy, and that'll do. Thank you.
Yeah, exactly. Or some stuff for my bows and arrows and stuff for that. Yeah, man. I'm Robin Hood over here.
12 months supply of food for them.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe some add-ons for my bow.
Or you could get a boa for your boa.
Yeah, oh, for the snakes? No, I meant like bow and arrow bow.
Oh yeah. No, I thought you were talking about getting presents for your snakes, you know, like you could get a boa for your boa.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I
Wrap
fed
him
them
up in
today.
that, you know.
Yeah. I had to get rid of some. I had 7 at one time, but they took up the
Oh yeah.
baby room, so I had to sell a couple and keep a couple and build a cabinet here in the living room, and I only kept 5. So
Yeah.
but yeah, they got a
Yeah.
treat today. They got some small rats and
Oh
adult
yeah.
mice and a baby chicken each.
God, living high on the hog. Christmas present.
Right? Yeah. That's their
Yeah,
Christmas dinner.
that's what I was saying, Sid. The boa would look nice with a feather boa.
Yeah.
But you into bow hunting, are you, Cade?
Yeah. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of bow practice and bow with the shooting range and a little bit of bow hunting here and there, but
Yeah, a friend of mine's into bow hunting, and geez, I'll tell you what, he's also into competition shooting with them, you know. And geez, it's like a rifle with a bloody telescopic sight on it.
oh, I know it's amazing what you can get for them, like sights and different things, but
Yeah,
I
I
just
know.
shoot bare bow right now. No sights, no nothing, no stabilizers, none of that fancy stuff. I don't want to use that too soon and just rely on the sights. But I mean,
Oh yeah.
I do it a lot of just bare bow. So, but I mean, still doing pretty good. I hit bullseyes at 50 yards. So that's not bad. 150 feet.
Yeah, the compound bows that he's got, geez, it's got more pulleys than my lade's got, I tell you.
Yeah, the compound bows are pretty cool. You can soup them up so much and so many different add-ons, and yeah, they can get very rifle-like and tuned really nice.
Oh yeah.
I use recurve, a recurve bow and Olympic recurve.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
No, and he's also into crossbows as well, and he has to have a license for the crossbows. But
Oh
geez,
yeah,
I'll tell
here
you
we
what,
don't need licenses for crossbows, but
yeah.
or bows
This
even.
this thing is deadly. I've had a shot on it, and it just about goes through 3 inches of solid timber, you know.
Yeah, they got a lot of power in those things.
Yeah.
And you can get all kinds of rifle scopes and sniper scopes for them, and they're pretty accurate, and they got a lot of power behind them.
Oh
But I
yeah.
mean, if you miss, it takes you 5 minutes to load the thing.
Yeah, it's not a case of having some magazines by your side, but a case of having a couple of crossbows there.
Yeah, you got 3 of them sitting beside you there.
Yeah.
But the recurves and the compounds are pretty quick to load if you get fairly quick at it. But
Yeah.
yeah, I've shot the crossbows before. I don't have any. I'm not a big fan of them, but
Yeah.
I mean, each their own. They're still a good machine and they're very accurate. I just find you get one shot and then if you miss, you're kind of screwed.
Yeah. It's find a tree quick.
Yeah, climb a tree quick because you just piss the animal off.
Yeah,
But
that happened to us once. I used to go out pig shooting in southern New South Wales, just across the border from Victoria. And anyway, but 5 of us used to go out together. Anyway, there were only 3 of us this particular day. Robert and anyway, it's not important their names. And he was taking a shot about 300 yards, and I said, "Look, for Christ's sake, don't do that." I said, "It's too far, and if you miss and injure it, you're going to just antagonise this big boar, you know."
oh yeah.
Anyway, he took the
Pissed right
shot
off.
anyway. He took the shot anyway, and put one into his shoulder, which just about bounced off him. And this boar saw where it came from. Well, I didn't think a pig could run so flaming fast, I tell you. And it
Yeah.
covered the distance in a nanosecond. And the only thing in the middle of this whole clearing was about a 3-inch sapling. So if you can imagine, about 20 feet high. So if you can imagine 3 blokes trying to balance on this 3-inch sapling up in the air.
Like a tightrope or a pole, a tightrope pole. You're like swinging in the wind.
Yeah, we were like Chinese gymnasts, I tell you. Chinese acrobats.
That'd be
Eventually,
funny.
it wasn't. If it had been on Funniest Home Videos or something like that, it would have cracked everybody up. But it wasn't very exciting, particularly as I was the bottom one.
No, it'd be pretty scary because they can do a lot of damage with those tusks. They'll rip you apart, rip your Achilles tendons off, and
Oh
then
yeah,
you're right
they
at
are vicious.
throat height.
They are vicious animals. They're carnivorous as well, of course. So
Yeah.
yeah, all right, Sarge. Good to see you again. See you later.
Take care. Yeah, they're pretty cool. We have some around here. They used to not really be too prominent around here, but there was a couple farms at one time, and I guess they got out and got into the wild and bred like bunnies, and now we have
Oh
a
yeah.
population of wild boar and wild pigs around, so you got to be careful when you're trekking through the bush.
Thanks for coming in, Sarge. Take it easy.
Oh, take care, Sarge. I haven't even seen the chat lately here. Probably because I'll usually hit the wrong button. But oh, look at that. I did it. I didn't pull a Cade.
You want to watch out, Cage? You'll start learning this technology, and that'll be no good.
I know. That's pretty cool, Jay. What's that for? Oh, you probably can't hear me with the sander.
No, yeah.
But yeah, it'd be tricky. Climb a tree really quick. But yeah, I do rifle hunting too, but I want to get better and do more bow hunting. Takes a little more skill. Give the animal a chance. Rather than a sniper scope and a high-powered rifle you can hit from a mile away.
That's it. Well, I must admit, half the skill in hunting is the tracking and the everything of it first. Just about any fool can sit on a hilltop and with a telescopic sight and hit something away.
Yeah, or just sit there all day and wait for something to walk by. Yeah, it's a lot more skill with the tracking and even if you hit it too, you have to track it and catch it because you can't just
Yeah, well,
maim
that's
it.
right.
So, well, I suppose you could, but if you got caught, it'd be a pretty hefty fine by the MTO or the MNR, Ministry of Natural Resources here.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we haven't got a department like we've probably got about 25 departments that have all got fancy names and everything, and none of them can agree on anything. But we haven't got one of them yet. Department of Natural Resources.
No.
I hope no politicians listening in because that'll be the next one.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, Robbo, it wouldn't surprise me if the councils do it these days.
Well, that's possible too. Yeah.
Yeah, they might. Yeah, the MTO was the Ministry of Transportation for all the licensing and cars and plates and all that stuff here.
And Chris is saying they can't use rifles here, just bow and shotgun.
Oh,
So you can either use something that shoots from a long distance or something that's close up, eh? Nothing in between.
yeah, it depends where you are here or how close you are to a city or a town or civilization. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty below. Well, yeah, there's different regulations, and they're really defined by town lines or different streets or different areas of the sort of demographic.
Yep.
But one thing is you can't hunt certain regions or only bow, certain times of the year or only bow. And then if you're past a certain region or an area, you can use a rifle. But if you're in a certain area, you can't use anything over a 240. And
Yeah.
then you have to really be in the wilderness, in the bush, if you're going to use a 30 caliber. Because I can travel like a kilometer or 2 kilometers and still go in someone's window.
Yeah.
If you don't know where you're shooting, right?
Yep.
Yeah, but sorry, but Sid, I'm surprised that they didn't have that in 3 different departments so that they couldn't agree on anything.
Yeah. 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 But even the rifles and stuff and guns and everything, you need licenses up here. The bows you don't. But if
Yeah.
you choose to go hunting with them, you have to have a hunting license, right? Or if you choose to hunt certain game, you have to get certain tags.
Yep.
Like a moose tag or a doe tag or a bull tag, and there's only so many a year depending on the population or the breeding that year. But
Oh, I see. Right. Yeah. I thought that might have been the case, Sid.
Right.
They've broken it into 3 different departments now.
So they can pass the buck a bit more.
Well, no, it's so they can hold it up in paperwork and bullshit.
yeah, we can use all 3 rifles, bows, shotguns of all calibers. Just depends how close you are to towns.
Yeah, no, I was replying to Sid, like Sid said, they had the DEWNR, was the City Department of Water and Natural Resources in South Australia. And when I said, oh, I'm surprised it's all 1, and then he's put in, oh no, they've broken it into 3 now.
Make it even more confusing and complex.
That's the whole idea, isn't it?
Right? So you bank on that. But yeah, I don't know.
So I'm gonna have I'm gonna make up an A-frame and have it kind of up around about chest height. And then I'm gonna have a box glued to the back so I can slide my tablet in.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, cool, yeah. and a company sign and logo, and in behind is the cash box and all that stuff.
Oh, just videos, just my YouTube videos for now. Preferably,
that's a good idea.
preferably the ones that have no swearing in it. I was gonna
Yeah.
have it with no sound, just to see how that goes for now. But I've made it.
YouTube. Sorry, keep going.
I was just gonna say I've made this part here so that they can't actually grab the tablet and pull it out.
Yeah.
So the tablet's just a little bit bigger.
Oh, okay.
What were you gonna say?
And that'll play at your fairs and festivals and
Yeah.
craft shows and stuff. That's cool. That's a good idea. It'll draw a crowd, get people intrigued. Oh, that's how you do it. Yeah.
Yeah,
and that
maybe,
can
yeah.
also be a
Yep.
feature.
I told everyone that looked at the stuff that everything that I make on here is available online to see how it's made and stuff. So whether that gives them incentive to want to look or not. I don't know.
Yeah. Check online, check YouTube, see how your piece was made after they bought it.
Just need to get some cards made up, really. Not really business cards, just more links and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Well, you want to put your web address underneath that or on top of it.
Yeah. YouTube, web address, phone number.
Yeah, that's the YouTube channel now. So,
Well, I'd put www dot whatever above that, so that people can reference it.
yeah. Put YouTube down here and Facebook or something.
Yeah, that'll do.
I'd have them all. Have your Facebook page.
Yeah.
If you have Instagram, your YouTube, your email, and your phone number, and it can basically be a card. They take a picture with their cell phone.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Oh, you could really go berserk and put a QR code in there.
Code. Yeah, I was going to actually.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That's what I wanted to do, was have QR codes and then just stick them, around it.
So Chris has got the same idea. Burn a QR code into the wood so they can scan it with their phone.
Or
We're all talking on the same thing.
Yeah, I'd be pretty accurate to do that, I think. I don't think I'm that steady of a hand.
Well, you could print one and sort of Mod Podge it to the wood.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I'd be doing.
Does that do the reverse of the picture though, or does it put it out the same way?
You can print it either forward or in reverse.
Yeah, you'd
I
have
think
to.
it'll work both ways.
No, you have to. Well, you have to print it. If you're going to use it as a transfer sort of thing, you've got to print it in reverse.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Oh yeah, if you're gonna transfer it.
So first step is buy a printer, because I don't have one of them.
Well, if you have a laser or an inkjet printer, you can do a image transfer.
No, every printer I've had, they've been $30 jobbies and they've lasted a couple of months and thrown it in the bin.
Yeah, they'll work.
It's cheaper to buy a new printer than to buy the ink.
Yeah, I know, it's ridiculous, isn't it?
That's true. That's crazy. I know it's gotten so expensive here too for damn printers and ink. And
Yeah, I normally go to the auctions and buy the cheap ink they have left over, and then just suck it out with a syringe and pump it into the old cartridges.
oh, that's a good idea.
The auctions here, they have very regularly have just cartridges. It doesn't matter what size. They're like $10 for 3 or 4 of them. So yeah, I'm in that.
Wow, that ain't bad at all.
No, it's good.
I've also seen people do take veneer and buy like veneer and just cut the veneer into small cards, and you could use your wood, or your wife
Oh yeah,
could use her wood burner and wood burn a whole bunch of business cards.
yeah, it's not a bad idea.
Or you could buy a laser and print them out with a laser.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Justin!
you could do that too. Yeah.
All right, Jay. Just kidding, Jay.
Yeah, the lasers can be pretty expensive.
Yeah. A lot of buggerizing around too with some of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you have to learn and become a computer programmer to use the damn things.
Yeah. Halfway there.
Yeah, I thought about getting one day and playing with it, but then I'm like, nah, screw it. I got a couple buddies with them. I'll just get them to do it.
Yep.
Yeah, I've got a couple of friends that have got lasers. I just send anything up there through them that I need to. Cheaper for them to do than me buying a laser and everything.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and losing all the time to figure it out and learn it. And...
You got your mask on, Jay?
No, just talking quietly normally, you know.
No, it's got that reverb back in there again. It's like I say, it's probably my ears. My ears don't heal real. I don't hear
When
good.
was the last time you charged your headset?
No, it's charged every day. So
Is that better?
Yeah,
Talk
it's
again.
fine.
Yeah. About that hairy canary?
yeah, I can hear that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He hears all the crude words.
budgie smuggler.
Yeah, that's it.
Mm-mm.
Budgie smugglers, 1 2 1 2.
Check. I'll have to use that in my next mic check. None of the people over here in North America will have a clue what I'm talking about.
Funnily enough, they will. Like, it seems to be one of the ones that has one of our Australian slang thingos that they have picked up, actually, is Budgie Smuggler. I've noticed
Oh,
in a
yeah.
couple of videos.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites so far.
No. Well, it's funny, like, we call people dickheads out here, but in England, they've got a great saying. Geez, I nearly wet myself laughing when I found out what it was. Bell end. You're a bloody bell end. And I thought, what the hell are they talking about? And then I had to look it up.
A bell end.
Yeah, bell end.
Awesome.
It means the same roughly as a dickhead.
Oh, okay. A bell end. Yeah. Here there's also a saying in French. It's tête carrée, which is a square head,
Yeah, well,
which
no
means
offense
the
to
same
any-
thing.
no racist comments, but a squarehead normally referred to a German during the
Yeah.
Second World War.
Yeah, I don't know if it came from that. It was more of a like an idiot or a dickhead or a yeah. But I don't know, maybe the English did call them squareheads, but the French didn't.
Yeah,
That was more that was more for the English military because their helmets and their things were very square like.
yeah.
So they called them all tête carrée, which is squareheads. So it was more a derogatory term for the English speaking Canadians or the people in the military, the English military. But
We all have our little idioms for insulting people, I suppose.
yeah. There's all kinds. And that's the first you learn in every language. I worked with a master roofer one summer and he was German. and he taught me all the bad German, and I taught him all the bad English. And then another year, I worked with a Spanish guy, and he taught me all the bad Spanish, and I taught him all the bad English. Or like the pickup lines if I'm in a Spanish bar or in a French bar, or you know what I mean, or a German bar.
Do those pickup lines get you slapped?
No,
Duck and weave after you've said it?
the bob and weave, or they
Yeah,
sort of
that's
look
it.
at you like you're kind of cheeky, but they immediately know that you're not German the way you're trying to pronounce their words, or they're Spanish or English or whatever.
Yes.
But it's pretty funny.
I must admit, I could swear fairly fluently in French once upon a time because my dad was a French teacher, and he was taught Marseille French, which is seaside sailor French. And there's different dialects in France, like England, you know. And boy, the Marseille French, boy, it's colourful when it gets going.
Sailor's French, I bet it would be.
Yeah, there's a few different Frenches in Canada. There's like the East Coast French, there's the Quebec French, there's the Maritime French, and it's totally different to the Paris French.
Yeah.
Or the Acadian French. And they all have their slangs and stuff too. But in school, they teach the Acadian French here, or the Quebec French.
Yeah, the upper pure French.
Yeah. Yeah. And my wife's French. She's fully bilingual, so.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Geez, that might be bad if you didn't know French, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I would, but I know enough. I know I took it all the way through high school and college and university and all that stuff, so I didn't use it, so I lost a bit of it, but I mean, I can't write it, but I can still understand it and speak it. And I know certain slang and the bad words, so at least I know when they're talking about me.
Yeah, it's funny. I can read a lot of it. I can't speak it anymore. I'll pick up certain words, but I can't speak it fluently like I used to be able to. But that's because I haven't done it for 50 years, you know. No need for it. So, although if Dad and I wanted a conversation that Mum didn't want, we didn't want Mum knowing what we were talking about, we'd speak in French.
That's funny.
Which used to annoy the hell out of her.
Oh, I bet.
Just do it to her, right?
Sorry, what was that, Jay?
Just do it to annoy her, I would assume.
I'm catching on pretty quick because I took it all through school. And I mean, Cash is going to be fully bilingual. So she speaks French to him and I speak English to him. So we're both learning French at the same time.
Yeah, well, that won't do them any harm, that's for sure.
No, it'll be much better for him, especially if he wanted like a government job.
Yeah.
With the government pension and all that fun stuff.
Yeah.
It'd be a lot easier for him to get a job being bilingual.
Well, most Europeans of the last 50 odd years are bilingual, English and their native language.
Mm-hmm.
Russia's the only one that doesn't like change much. But then Russian language, geez, I don't think anybody except Russia can understand it.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
No, one of my dad's friends actually speaks about 9 different languages, including a couple of dialects of Chinese. So,
well,
I used to be a diplomat or some bloody thing. He said it used to be rather interesting. He'd be in places and they'd think, oh, dumb Englishman, you know. And they'd be talking about him in their native language. And then when he used to get up from the tables or anything like that, he'd speak to them in their own language and they turn about 50 shades of bright red.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's true. That's funny.
All right, lads. I think I'm going to knock it on the head.
All right.
Or at least Robbo will most probably do another live, won't you?
No, not today. I've just about had enough.
All right.
That's all right. No worries. I got
All
you some emails and
Appreciate-
stuff.
Appreciate you coming in.
All right. Thanks, Jay.
All right.
Yeah,
Take it every.
thanks,
take it
Jay.
easy.
Take
See you
care,
later.
Robo.
Yeah, so do you, Cade. See you later. See you, Sid,
Sid.
Take care, Sid.
Chris, whoever else
See you,
is in the
Jay.
trees.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to run away now.